Hello everybody. Happy Pride Month still. So, yesterday, we played a little bit of this game. The community knows are wrong and it was super interesting. The social media drama in particular was really realistic. A little realistic for comfort. But it is interesting, so I wanna play more, and that's what we are doing, I guess. So last time we basically just got far enough to get the social media drama going, I guess. So no like romance or anything. If anything about the romance interests are kinda like well off-put, I guess, by the drama. Anyway, let's play, I guess. Alright. So we are somewhere in chapter 2 in the common route, but I guess the common route will hopefully end after chapter 2 and we get to, well, somehow trying to convince the romance interested, female romance interested, we are cool. Alright. And this is where we got last time. It's been 3 months since I have stepped inside this building. Hard to believe that 5 years ago, getting signed here was everything to me. Management, branding, PR, the whole package in one neat little contract. Well, let me make myself smaller. I'm blocking the text a little bit, I think. Little finicky. Alright. Oh, no, don't need to press the auto, I guess. Back then, this place meant I had made it. I used to look at the notable logo and feel proud. Now all I feel is tired. It was aligned with awards, tour posters, and magazine covers. Platinum records catch the overhead lights. My face is up there too from the recklessly era. I'm 21 in that set, my hair half shaved and much more blue, trying to look queer enough. The staff at Notable are used to looking at celebrities. Usually there's a quick flicker of recognition, then they turn away and get on with their work. I used to find that flattering. Today, I'm grateful for any reminder people still like me. Ella. One of the assistants approaches, clutching a tablet. I recognize her vaguely from the contract floor. Meng, did she move departments? Hi, you're needed down the hall. Crisis communications is this way. Crisis communications. Like, what is there like beyond like, well, just like saying that I'm bi? Or doing the like astronauts always has been a meme thingy I recommended last time. In 5 years with this company, I never had to go near that department. Haven't either, thankfully. But the crisis communications department is me too. I follow the assistant down the corridor. We pass meeting rooms with glass walls. People inside glance up. They are good at looking without staring, but I can tell they know exactly why I am here. I scan every face we pass, even though I know it's pointless. Does this make a difference really? Like having like more ideas could be helpful, I guess. I can't help but look around for that stupid guy's face for moral support. Excuse me, can I find Levi first? He called me here, so where is he? He's already with Crisis Comms. You can meet him there. Okay, well, doesn't matter then, I guess. Okay. I hate that I want him beside me before I walk into that room. May I remind you, Levi, that you're already on thin ice for not adhering to our code of conduct when you stole the bread or what? Hey. When I step into the office, the conversation stops mid-sentence. Levi standing near the far end of the table, jaw tight. The crisis team look at me like I have just interrupted something delicate. Ayla, thank you for coming in. I'm Barbara, sorry to call you in on such short notice. Not at all. The words come automatically. I take a seat in one of the white chairs. It rolls slightly under me, like it doesn't want to commit to staying still. We exchange brief handshakes and polite smiles. Levi gives me a small nod of acknowledgement but remains standing. Across from me sit three people: Barbara, the crisis lead, in the turtleneck, the man with the laptop open in front of him, and another man further down the table scrolling through something on his phone. We'll get straight to it. The screen behind them shifts to a slideshow. My name appears in bold beside the college of headlines. The cafe photo, the kiss, Jerry's repost, a graph with a steep red incline. At least the stonks are going up in some respect. Barbara explains what I already know. Online sentiment has shifted dramatically in the last 18 hours. Sponsors are threatening to pause or pull funding if this continues. There are concerns about brand alignment and audience trust. There's also a secondary narrative forming around alcohol misuse and alleged emotional abuse. No verified sources yet, but the velocity is concerning. So we see two viable paths forward. She taps the screen, a new slide appears: response strategy. The first bullet expands. Our recommended approach is a controlled apology. You would express regret for any confusion caused, reaffirm your commitment to the queer community, and clarify that your music remains rooted in those experiences. The goal is to stabilize sentiment and reassure key partners. Yeah, but is it like that hard to say like that you're bi in the end? I see. Stabilize sentiment, as if people like Jerry are just numbers on a graph. This option appeases your core fan base and shows accountability without introducing additional volatility. Okay, so I guess the additional volatility is saying that you're bi, I guess. I thought we were just going to drown out the negative comments or get them taken down. I don't think that's how social media works. As long as the posts aren't illegal or like against the rules of the platform, what can you do? The man with the laptop leans forward. He Already had Cherry's team remove the repost. It doesn't change much. Audience has already seen it. He adjusts his glasses. Trying to bury a reaction from someone with her reach risks triggering what's commonly known as the Streisand effect. Oh yeah, this was a thing back in the day, I do remember. The Streisand effect. When an attempt to suppress information draws more attention to it. If people think we are manufacturing positivity or censoring criticism, we look manipulative. And not just look, like that's kinda how it is, I guess. He gives a small shrug. Ayla tries to silence Cherry is a stronger headline than the one we have now. I swallow. From brand perspective, deflection is costing more than clarity would. But that's what I thought too. Like that's the crisis communication, right? You respond quickly and are honest. An apology positions you as empathetic rather than defensive. At least if it is a real apology. People on the internet seem to struggle with that too. Like usually the apology is like, well, sorry that your butt hurt, basically. It lowers the temperature and protects revenue streams. Other man nods. I modeled similar incidents. A timely apology can cut negative engagement significantly within 48 hours. So that's how it goes, pretty much. It also gives sponsors something tangible to point to when they are asked why they are staying. Silence settles over the table. They are waiting for me to nod. Levi steps forward and rests his hands on the back of my chair. Are you not even going to say the second response strategy? The crisis lead gives him a measured look. The alternative involves a more assertive stance. It carries significantly higher short-term risk, particularly given sponsor pressure. We are not advising. In other words, I guess the second one is saying that I'm bi, I guess. The second strategy is that Ayla publicly identifies as bisexual and addresses the industry pressure that shaped prior messaging. It prioritizes long-term authenticity over immediate appeasement. Like, why is that this like not the number one option? This is really like the only way this can work. Barbara exhales slowly. It is significantly more volatile. Like how? She doesn't say the rest, but it's obvious sponsors do not like volatility. The brand strategist turns to me. It's not just your reputation at stakes here, Ayla Salas. There are contracts tied to your name. If this escalates, the financial impact doesn't stop with you. We are seeing increased attention toward individuals connected to you, co-stars, production staff. There is a risk of collateral scrutiny. Yeah, but like realistically speaking, like though, like the movie they were making was about queer people, I guess, and not like lesbians in particular. So like being bi, like that's a-okay. I don't see any problem really. Like sure, like maybe there are haters, but well, that's how it always goes. And like Like, how can you explain away the kiss anyway? Like, in the end, like, you'll be saying that you're bi anyway, right? Jay's face flashes through my mind. Our responsibility is to protect the broader ecosystem around you. That includes projects and people who did not choose to be part of this controversy. It's not like the main character chose either. I stare at the screen where my old post is frozen in time. My promise to Romy, now framed by analysis and percentages. Well, like, what can you say? Like, you can say that I really hoped it would last, but it didn't, sadly. Like, well, like, beyond that, like, it gets difficult if you don't want to throw her under the bus, the X. If you want to throw the X under the bus, then there are options, I guess. But it probably doesn't look good. Oh, well. Kinda speak to Ayla alone. Like, I guess, but no need to really, right? We just choose option B. Levi, go ahead, fire me if you want. Just remember how much annual leave you'll owe me on termination on top of the severance. You're going to get me to supervise the next step anyway. What difference does it make? We are done here. Levi, what did they mean when they said you were on thin ice? Levi doesn't answer. He just grabs my wrist and pulls me into the nearest empty meeting room. Like, I guess, like, his responsibilities in the end that, like, we don't get into trouble. Probably. But, like, trouble in, like, what is their definition of trouble? Like, well, not dating guys, I guess. The door shuts. They think I have been too lenient with you. Yeah, that's what I thought. You lost once, without humor. They think I let you do whatever you want too much, say too much. But you have done the opposite. Yeah, I have. That lands. I told you to lean into the lesbian angle. I told you not to correct interviews. I told you it was easier to sell. Use notables words. Like the interview kind of situations, like it gets annoying, I guess, like to correct it every time. But ideally you would want to have it out at some point if it gets too, like, far from the truth. I badgered you into taking jobs you didn't want. I thought I was protecting your career. He exhales. Maybe I'm protecting my contract too. No, I'm sorry. I have caused so much trouble for everyone. If I had just kept my stupid sunglasses on like you and Romy always said. Ella, I don't want to lose everything. Ella. Second time he says my name, softer it stops me. He steps closer, lowers his voice. You used to get angry if a producer tried to soften your lyrics. I blink. Is that really what you became a singer for? To apologize all the time, to keep hiding your feelings? No. What did you become a singer for? For fame, for money, for the way Romy used to look at me when I played something new. That. I need you to remember something. His voice is steadier now. You wrote recklessly in one night because you were furious, right? Because you refused to edit your feelings down to something prettier. Hello, nice to see you. My throat tightens, the memory hits without warning. Romy had left the scarf behind, I wrote recklessly because the girl I was sleeping with didn't return my feelings and effing left the scarf behind. I'm bad at talking, at explaining to people what's going on in my head, so I think that's the only way I know how to say anything honestly. Like is it like that different in the end? Like you can like write poems on social media or something if you want like same kind of communication as music, I guess. But I don't know, like singing and talking kinda samey in a sense. Both use words after all. My voice cracks. Tears blur the room before I can stop them. I brush them away quickly, annoyed. Levi reaches up, then stops himself. His hand hovers for a split second before falling back to his side. I'm not telling you to torch your career. And I'm not saying ignore what this could cost. It could cost a lot. But if you don't think it's right, don't apologize, don't appease your fans. But whatever you choose, make it something you can live with. Like in the end you have to like say that you're bi, because like the apology is also like, yeah, how can you explain away the kiss otherwise? He holds my gaze. No matter what you choose, I'll fight where I can, Ayla. Protect you even if it makes my job 10 times harder. I look at him, and for the first time since this started, I feel less alone. I don't try to stop the tears this time. That night, I lie on my bed fully dressed, staring at the ceiling, replaying Levi's words over and over until they lose their shape. Whatever you choose has to be something you can live with. The instructions themselves are simple. Notable has cured 2 clean, concise apologies on Chopper Planner. All I have to do is press confirm and the plan goes live. On the taxi ride home, disregarding the plan, coming out felt like the obvious choice. Well, that is plan B though, right, coming out. F notable, F the sponsors. Levi said he was on my side. But it wouldn't be the first time him siding with me ended up aligning perfectly with Notable's long-term strategy. The phone screen closed in the dark. Is the label really that important? Like, is it like really even like question about like losing the label or not? Surely it can't be that hard to say you're bi. Sure, there are haters, I guess, online, but it doesn't matter. I think there is like a parallel to the like pretending that you're straight and then like coming out thing, I guess. In a way, it's just a little different. I sit up and pull my knees to my chest. Sophia had been nothing but kind to me. She defended me without hesitation. Poinsettia is her film, and yet its reception is now tangled up with mine. Wicked Poinsettia is still trending. If I escalate this, turn this into a declaration instead of a clarification, it won't just burn me. They still haven't figured out Jay's identity. If the fire spreads, they might. The thought makes my stomach twist. He didn't sign up for this. I think he did know that the product was a celebrity when the date happened. I close my eyes. Cherry's face floats up instead. She was practically vibrating when she met me, covering my songs in her bedroom, saying my music helped. I discover she liked girls. I guess like she hadn't said either that like she's gay, she could be bi too. She felt represented, and so did so many other lesbians. Well, like there is that common with bi women after all. Both still like women, there is that much. Even if you come out as bi, like that doesn't change, right? Whether I meant to or not, I let that representation stand. I let it grow and become the narrative. I feel guilty for ripping that away. Maybe keeping the peace isn't cowardice. Maybe it's protecting the people around me. Yeah, but there's no way to hide it at this point. I avoided admitting it even to myself, but I can't avoid it anymore. I should have spoken up sooner. For F's sake. My voice sounds small without a mic. Why does everyone care so much? I'm bi, I'm still queer. Yeah, I guess there is a small difference, but even then, it doesn't change the fact that she was dating a girl before. So it is like representation in a way for lesbians too. Why does everyone care about who I date this effing much? Well, to be honest, hearing the stories about K-pop artists or such who get into huge trouble for dating anyone at all. Maybe the industry just isn't the best. So much toxic attitude. The room is quiet except for the hum of the air conditioner. On my phone screen, the confirm button awaits. So that's the draft I typed on the taxi ride home. Release at least one of the apology statements. That much feels inevitable. The question is whether I also release a statement of my own. And whether I'm ready for what happens after. But surely we have to do this anyway, regardless whether the game gives us the bad ending option or not. I'm sorry for the confusion and hurt my recent actions have caused. I understand how important sapphic representation is. I should have communicated more clearly. Doesn't sound too great. A photo of me from a night out in Vermont was shared online without context. That situation was the result of my own carelessness. My relationship and experiences have always been real. I regret that this moment has caused confusion, but that's also very vague. There's one more thing I wanted to say. I was never a lesbian. I'm bisexual. I always have been. Well, obviously this is what you have to put in there. What is the difference in the end? I guess like this matches this one, right? Like this is like the extra context to this. It is basically saying like should have been more clear. I don't know, like this is like too vague in my mind. I feel like there's no context, but so what? Like I think like well, it happened still. Like this is kind of like all saying that, like the second part that you caught me, like it would have been nice if you didn't. But like even like this, like it's not great exactly. I guess we have to like have two. I think this works in a way, like it's a little chunky, but overall there's the always have been. Too bad you can't do the astronaut meme. I guess you can't put in both of them. But then it's just this one, I guess. Or I guess I have to put in two then. It's just a little weird how the thing works. Well, then press schedule. This is it. I'm officially out as spy to the world. Well, like in the end, this is what you have to do. Like even like the social media slander was like hypothesizing it, so it's kinda difficult not to do this. Jay, Sophia, notable talent, I'm sorry. Jerry, I'm sorry. I don't know, like well, there's a world where Jerry will understand. The app gives me that neat little chirp. I let the phone drop onto the pillow beside me and fall backward onto the mattress. Relief hits me sharp and suddenly, like I have been holding my breath for minutes. By morning the posts will be out. The internet will do its thing. People will interpret, misinterpret, screenshot, quote, rewrite me into whatever story they want. Or like how much is there to like misinterpret now? There's nothing left for me to do tonight. All I can do is wait. Why did we get Levi's route of all things? That's annoying. We'll have to start from the beginning, I guess, then. Because saving probably still doesn't work. Yeah. But I guess we can, like, roll back to... I think we would have to roll back a lot. I think for this. Okay, well this will determine the character route, but how does it work then? How does it work then? So is this like the character route for the for Levi then? Or like for Jerry and the other is for... Or is this like ignoring this character out for Jerry, but how does that work? I don't know. But if you can't put this in and you can't like do Jerry's route, it's kinda annoying. Well, we'll test it and see, I guess. But I kinda got a bad feeling about this now. Yeah, I guess so. Actually, like let's go back to the main menu. Let's test like some of the options here too, just for the fun of it. This probably doesn't matter. This one we didn't see, so let's read it just for the fun of it. It's actually a relief. From what I have seen on Jabber, I expected you to be a lot more intimidating. Oh yeah, read my chaps. Jerry thought Ella would be way too serious for that type of drama. Don't worry, Jerry. Only unleash his fury on people who deserve it. For Ella, Jerry is strictly on her best behavior. If only. Haha, noted. Let me hydrate. Wow. But I guess like well, unfortunately we might have to do the wrong thing to play her out, it seems like it. It kinda sucks, like that's not how it is in reality. You can be out as bi and date women, no problem with that. If he ever turns on me, it will be public. While that thought away and keep my face neutral. Sophia told Jerry to match the room's energy, but this I have seen, I guess. These probably don't matter, so let's... This probably doesn't matter either. This doesn't matter. Alright, so this one. I never mean to mislead anyone. It wasn't calculated. Jerry's face hardens. Lie by omission is still a lie. Well, kinda, I guess. Do I apologize to her for what? For not correcting strangers. Turn to Sophia instead. Well, I guess in the end this doesn't matter either. Pop. Like these don't matter because they don't even get actually sent. Alright. It's nothing in the end, it's the same thing. Alright, well I guess there's no other way then. Sorry Levi, I'm not ready to throw everything away for a label. Yeah, but this is so wrong on so many levels though. Like how is this going to even work? The app gives me that neat little job. I let the phone drop onto the pillow beside me and fall backward onto the mattress. Relief hits me sharp and suddenly, like I have been holding my breath for minutes. It is the same still. But this is kinda annoying though. I wake up before my alarm. Like, to be honest, like I would like to kinda throw this game because of this. Because like it's not like a meaningful choice in a way, like it shouldn't lead to this. Even if you come out as bi, like doesn't mean you have to date a guy. That's really annoying. That's like, I don't know, it feels kind of harmful too in its own way. But oh well, let's play and see if it gets better, I guess. My phone is face down on the pillow beside me, exactly where I left it. I don't pick it up yet. I lie very still. Like if I don't move, the internet won't have had time to form an opinion. It doesn't work like that though, I know that. I pick up the phone. The notifications stuck behind the lock screen. Chirper, chirper. A call from Notable's PR line at 8 a.m. Voicemail, chirper, chirper. I unlock the screen and log on. She addressed it, she apologized. I knew she wouldn't just ignore us. This is why LA is different. Yeah, but like, it would be the same if you had posted there, I'm inviting to, right? Like, how is this different? Like the other, like the posts were like you apologize, but like, what is like this level of denial? I told you guys it was posted out of context. It was probably competitor. He forced her. Why would a single photo mean she's not a lesbian? Blah. It worked. The top comments are relief, gratitude, people tagging their friends. Someone has made a graphic and tagged me, a blue heart with my name in it. It already has 40,000 likes. Love you, Ella Salas. I locked the screen. I should feel good. I should feel 40,000 likes good. There is one text from the crisis communications lead sent an hour ago. Sentiment is already stabilized. Good call. Blah. Like, I honestly feel like this part of the game takes it a little bit too far. This is not how it goes in reality. Like, sure, like there are the bad apples among lesbians too, who are going to hate on bi people, I guess. Like, I guess like to a degree, like those won't be on the like toxic platforms, so I guess they won't dampen the hit that much. But even then it doesn't feel realistic. At least like when I think about like my own queer circles in real life. Like, I'm pretty sure like nobody would be hating on bisexual women. There's just no way. Oh wow. I put the phone face down on my chest and close my eyes. The air conditioner hums. I wait for the relief to arrive. The clean, resolved feeling of having done the sensible thing. Not really. Sentiment is stabilizing. The sponsors, they Sophia's film stays intact. Jay stays anonymous. That's a good thing, right? A minute later, I unlock the screen again and go back to chirper like I'm in a trance. There is a tone shift. The relief and the blue hearts are still there. But throughout those pasts, something else is forming. Let it go, Elsalas has apologized. What has Elsalas ever done to you? I think you're reaching at this point. My fans, closing ranks, running defense on my behalf. The way they always do. The way I have always been quietly grateful for and quietly guilty about. Yeah, but realistically speaking, would the fans be that angry? And that's what kind of annoys me. I would like to see it without playing the guy's route. I followed the thread up to find what they are responding to. It's Jerry. Hot take, a peer apology is not the same as an honest one. Then below it. Jerry covered Ella's songs in her bedroom for years. Jerry knows the difference between Ella's real voice and Ella's managed one. The statement has had notable talent written all over it. I want to be angry at her for it. And I am. In the small, petty place where pride lives. Underneath that, sitting very still, is the knowledge that she's not wrong. She was my fan. She said my music helped her figure herself out. She knows what I sound like when I mean it. I wonder if there would be a world where you could go to her and where I want to come out and I don't want it to be a disaster, what should I do, kind of thing. Who knows if the game does that, but I have my doubts about it. Surely Jerry would have to know, otherwise there's just no way. You can keep some secrets, but well, I think it's a pretty big secret to keep. Jerry. There is one final job posted mere minutes ago. The likes and comments are already climbing. Jerry challenges Ella to a singing competition. I don't get it. What I wrote was barely an apology. I didn't even explain anything. Yeah, how does it work? Why does it work? Doesn't make sense. That's exactly why it worked. Your fans were never looking for an explanation. They were looking for a reason to come back to your side. I don't think so. This feels like nonsense. The room is calmer than yesterday. Same people, but it feels less like an emergency and more like housekeeping. Positive sentiment is up 31% since the statement went live. That's not too much though, considering the turmoil, right? I'd call this a soft win. A growing portion of your fanbase is now framing Jerry's continued commentary as refusing to accept an apology. The communications director leans back in his chair. She's losing sympathy. The brand strategist pulls up a second slide. It's worth noting that Cherry's own engagement is up significantly since her post. Her follower count has jumped. Her brand is built on controversy. Whatever her intentions, the outcome is working in her favor. It would be a bold move of the game to let us come out as bi to her. I'm not sold based on the current beginning of this route. She also wasn't wrong. Anyone who knows Ayla's work knows she didn't write those statements. Levi standing slightly apart from everyone else, he looks slightly miffed as expected. And the guy's advice were right, but the game wasn't made right. Is my hot take. Nobody responds to Levi. The brand strategist scrolls to the next slide. Our recommendation is to let the casual fanbase do the work. Right now, you're running to your defense without they are running to your defense without being prompted. The moment you engage, we lose the moral high ground. If only social media were that easy, just don't post LOL. Let Cherry look like she is still throwing punches at someone who already apologized and moved on. And look at my hands in my lap. Is that what I'm doing? Which brings us to Cherry's challenge. He turns his laptop to face the room. A Cherry's chirper page. She posted it this morning. It's already been shared 40,000 times. There's even another post now. I lean forward slightly to read it. If Ayla's apology was real, she'd have no problem saying it to Cherry's face. Cherry will be at Sing Off. Ayla, are you? Sing Off is a competition that happens at the Pride Festival every year. There's a live public vote to determine the winner at the end. Oh, Pride. Very timely. Below Cherry's post, the replies are exactly what you'd expect. Half her followers are cheering, half of mine are telling her to leave it alone. Handful of people gleefully watch both sides. Levi looks at the presentation slide like it's an insect. We are actually responding to this. We are considering it because ignoring it has a cost. She's framing the silence as guilt. And also, it's a good opportunity to realign with Ayla's core demographic. I don't know, I think we have to do it. Even the scandal aside, why not? Sing at the Pride sounds good to me. He has a point. Handled correctly, it's a much more organic image rehabilitation than anything notable can manufacture. Barbara nods. The alternative is doing nothing while Cherry keeps the story alive. Every new post she makes is another news cycle, another week of this. The room goes quiet for a moment. Ella, in principle, is this something you'd be open to? I sigh internally. Once again, my hand has been forced. ... What exactly would I be singing? Wow. Not sure like what to say yet, like at least like it's not like taking like too awful of a turn yet. Albert is waiting at the curb when I push through the glass doors, exactly where he always is. He never asks questions, which is one of the reasons I have kept him as my personal driver for 5 years. I get in, the door closes, and the city starts moving past the window. I am to be singing a new unreleased song because Jerry will be too. I flipped through the document they printed out for me. Creative Concepts, Elsa's Pride Festival. I read through them once. Resilience in the face of public scrutiny. Community as home. Journey back to yourself. Love as an act of courage. I guess like there would also be like a world where you could come out on the pride as bi. Like that's like pretty tough to like spin in a wrong way, I think. They are not bad exactly. They are the kind of songs that could belong to anyone, sung by anyone on any stage. I'm defending myself against accusations of inauthenticity with a document called Creative Concepts. She'll know. I spent the rest of the week writing nothing. The keyboard sits open on the coffee table like an accusation. I saved it on every morning, closed it every night without coming up with a single lyric worth keeping. I keep starting from the same place out of habit. A chord progression I used before, a feeling I recognize. The problem is I know exactly where that feeling leads. Every song I have written that mattered was about Romy. The early ones, when everything was good and I was stupid with it. The later ones, when things were fraying and I was trying to hold them together with melodies she'd never heard, she'd never hear. All of it Romy. I don't know how to write about anything else. I put the keyboard away on day 4. I take it back out on day 6. Nothing changes. In the gaps, I have been checking Chirper. You have no idea how relieved I am that Ella didn't turn out to be straight. I couldn't sleep for days. Like I know some people are still mad, but she apologized. She's still one of us. Can we please move on? But this is still like, as long as you're not straight, right? Right? She literally wrote, best friends, don't do this. She's been a lesbian since the beginning. Or not exactly. The photo was fun, night out. You are allowed to go outside. Elsa, I'm sorry. The maidenless are getting to you. Okay, but can we talk about Jerry Rose is still posting about this. Apology was a week ago. Let it go, babe. Jerry isn't wrong though. That statement read like it was written by a committee of middle-aged men in blazers. Which probably it was. Not Jerry, but she's been fake posting about Ayla every other day. I just think Romy deserved a real explanation, not a PR statement, is all. Romy literally cheated on her, maybe focus on that. Okay, so that part is out then. Like you had the option to just slam on her. If my girlfriend was gonna leave me for someone, I'd cheat on her too. But I guess like this is probably why person is idolizing her then. Same attitudes pretty much. That. Fine, a sappy love song about missing your ex it is. Nobody has ever written one of those before. I don't know, like I could see other ways too. Like you could try to like ship yourself with Jerry, like, and then come out as bi at the same time, kinda. Something like, would you date me even though I'm bi? Probably not, but I wouldn't mind. Pull the keyboard back onto my lap. I find a chord, then another. I find something slow, a little unresolved. A progression that doesn't know where to end. I sit with it for a moment, let it repeat. I start to feel the shape of something. Then someone knocks on the door. The one time it would have been less annoying if he just let himself in. I set the keyboard aside and open the door. Are you here to check on me? I brought you breakfast. Those aren't mutually exclusive, but thanks. He walks past me into the apartment, setting a paperback and coffee cup on the counter. So where's the song? It's a work in progress. I can't show you yet. Meaning you have a chord. The two chords, they are very emotional, but two isn't a lot. I'm looking forward to hearing something that's not about Romeo for once. Haha. Levi was never the biggest fan of Romeo, even before the cheating. He had a habit of blowing up his phone whenever I was away. I was doing a little bit of digging on Jerry. Digging for what? Nothing sinister. Just curious about who we are dealing with. Did you know Jerry was considered for notable? She got scouted at the youth performance event when she was 16 and went through the formal evaluation process. Here, look at this. Levi takes out his phone and plays something. The teenage girl in the video is covering a well-known pop star. That's Jerry. I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't know it's supposed to be her. Gone are the pink contacts, makeup and bleached curls. I recognize her voice though. I'd recognize it anywhere. She sounds good there, good here. How did she get in? How didn't she get in? I guess she wasn't the right fit at the time. She was passed over. I don't know why I'm not supposed to have this video. I see. Small white text at the top of the video reads Amihan. Amihan. I watched the girl on the screen for another moment before Levi locks his phone. Notable rejected her at 16, and then a few years later, I walked through the same door and became exactly what they'd been looking for. Maybe there's another reason for Jerry's hostility. Rip open the paperback, finding 2 salt breads with cream. Just paying you back. Sorry it won't taste like Vermont. Thanks, Levi. Well, if there's no progress, I'm gonna get going. I have errands to run. He heads for the door. Levi. Are you disappointed I didn't come out? I know you did what you felt you had to do. He closes the door. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I would have liked it better, like if you could just like choose to come out and then like you would have the choice like which character you're going to pursue anyway. But I guess like it is a lot more routes to write. And I guess like it's like I don't know. Like you could just make it a bad end, like the whole thing if you don't come out. Right. There's a way to make it work even then. It's not like it has to be like this. I'm sure like there would be like, I guess there is like a little bit of like hinting that maybe there's an opportunity to come out later, but I don't think it's enough to like make you feel good about the choice. This is kinda annoying. Oh wow. Wow. I take a big bite out of the salt bread. It doesn't have that crispy bottom the ones from Jay's Cafe did. But it gives me an idea. You're going to sing about salt bread on the parade. The day of the Pride Festival arrives. Rainbow colors line both sides of the path, from strung stalls selling berry floss, frosted cupcakes, handmade pins, tote bags, and things with slogans on them. Oh yeah, talking about this, like I actually bought myself some like Pride accessories for once. I don't know why I haven't like gotten to it, but well, I guess it's partly because I don't like to carry a whole lot of bling on me. And I got something that I can put on my bag at least. Not that it matters too much in the end, most likely, but at least I can like tell myself that I'm trying to be visible. Oh wow. Confetti from an earlier parade still dots the pavement, catching in the gaps between the tiles. The crowd is in their 20s mostly. There are groups of girls in matching outfits, couples holding hands, and friends in bright alternative clothing. Everyone looks like they have been here for hours and have no intention of leaving. Hope they have like some kind of like dating thing. in this year's Pride too. I did meet the Silk Songers and the last one at least, but not like exactly romance, but it's still something. Having a couple more friends is still very valuable. It would be nice to find dates too. The crowd skews closer to Cherry's age than yours. Normally that would hurt relatability, but considering the tone of your song. Like, I don't know like if this is a stereotype, but like at least over here like the Pride. Yes, there are young people too, but there are like a lot of older people too. You have like parents with families, or like kids and stuff. I guess the kids are young, but both the parents earlier and in their 20s, not mathematically viable. But I guess it is kind of like depending on like if you have like a 1-year-old kid or something. These days it's kind of rare to have kids that early. But I don't know, like the age range here is pretty like wide. You have young people, but you have older people too. Probably like some of the events, like no idea. I guess like the party might be like younger people. It's also kind of like something that I want to give a try this year if I'm in the vampire mood, that I can stay up long enough. Like we'll go to the party at least, see how it is. And I don't know, sit in the corner and draw graphics, that's the plan. Graphics for a visual novel. And if somebody wants to dance and it seems okay, then yeah. But probably like though with that kind of strat you're not going to get much, but though I'm trying. I will be trying. Mwah. Liv falls into the step beside me. Behind us, our sound tech and two of Notable's event staff follow at the professional distance, lanyards swinging. I get my sunglasses on. Levi hasn't told me to take them off yet, which means we are still in the part of the day where I can be a normal person. We move through the stalls slowly. A food vendor does a double take as I pass. I keep walking. How do you pronounce this even? It's just entourage. But it sounds French, so it might be like something is like silent in it. Oh well. Our entourage near us, the entrance of the stadium. The stalls thin out here, giving way to barriers and lanyards and staff in high vis. Through the open doors, I can already hear the sound system humming. And then I see her. And that's a nice art. Cherry is in front of the barrier, surrounded by a loose orbit of female fans. The girl holds up a phone for a selfie and Cherry throws an arm around her without breaking stride, grinning as vibrantly as her acrylic nails. She's completely in her element. Eyes forward. I wasn't going to do anything. I I know, eyes forward anyway. Let's hear it one more time for Vivian, everybody. Applause fills the stadium. Everyone claps. I find the reserved spot near the middle of the seated section, slightly to the left. I can see the stage without being the first thing people look at when they scan the room. Levi sits one seat over. What a performance, what a voice. We are so lucky to have her here today. Now, I know you have all been waiting for this one. Up next, you have seen her on the internet. You have heard her on the radio. And if you haven't yet, I don't know what you have been doing with your life. A ripple moves through the seats around me. People shift forward. Phones already rising to record. Please welcome Cherry Rose. The crowd explodes in the cheers. Ooh. Cherry walks out onto the stage. She reaches the mic stand and wrenches the mic. I wonder if it's actually mic, it's probably mic. Wrenches the mic free in the one fluid motion, her skirt flaring with the momentum. The spotlight catches her and she doesn't flinch from it. Her eyes are gleaming. Cherry is so happy to be here today. She lets the crowd's noise build and then settle. Like she's done this 100 times. Everyone looks absolutely lovely today. Cherry means it. Someone in the crowd yells out, "Sing about Ayla Solas." More cheering, now mixed with cheers. She grins, then lets her expression shift into something a little more considered. Cherry wants to say something first. Testing. Cherry gets told a lot of things. People often say to Cherry, "Isn't your makeup a bit too much? Wouldn't you look better if you toned it down?" A few knowing laws from the audience. They tell Cherry it's better to blend in. It's better to read the room. She pauses. But if you only ever copy what everyone else is doing, you'll never stand out. Her eyes sweep the audience, pink contacts glimmering. Today, Cherry wants to see your true selves. Everyone, no blending in, no toning it down. Applause comes, back warm and real. Someone near me wipes their eye. She's good at this. Opening notes start. Cherry rolls her shoulders back, finds her footing and begins. She's a natural performer. Knew that from the poinsettia session. From the way she filled the room without trying. This is different. This is her stage, her crowd, her terms. I watch her move and think, reluctantly, that notable would have ruined her. Then I start actually listening to the lyrics. I catch the first line, then the second, then I go very still. I'm sick of all your lies. Show me who you really are. Is there at the stage? The verses could be about anything, a bad friend, a relationship, someone who let her down. But the chorus lands again, and I feel it the same way the second time. Show me who you really are. There's no denying it, the song is meant for me. Cherry hits the bridge and glances out across the crowd, and for just a moment her eyes find the middle section slightly to the left. Dot. Even though I'm in disguise, even though my sunglasses are on, Levi tucks my sleeve. Let's get moving, you're on next. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, now for the performance you have all been waiting for. A beloved beacon of the lesbian community back from hiatus. Here today to answer Cherry Rose's challenge. Ayla Solas. Step out onto the stage. The crowd roars my name. It almost feels like the scandal didn't happen. It's not too late to start another scandal. Almost. If it weren't for the few people I spot whispering to the person next to them, eyes sliding toward me with uncertainty. I take the mic. Hello everyone. More cheering. As I let it settle, I find Cherry in the crowd. There she is, sitting in the reserved seats. I have a plan. Levi and the soundtech are in on it. Notable isn't. Thank you, Levi. You kept your word. Most of you know me for my love songs. Most of you probably come here today expecting a love song. The faces in the stadium are cautious and curious, waiting to see what I'll do with it. I did write a love song actually. It's sitting on my keyboard at home. I won't be singing it today. A ripple of confusion. But I wrote something else. I thought, you know what? This crowd deserves something a little different. I glance toward the wings. The soundtech gives me a small nod. I wrote a song about a bakery. It doesn't sound too great for a pride. There's silence. Then somewhere in the middle of the crowd, a single uncertain ooh. Bear with me. Opening notes start light, a little jaunty and nodding like what anyone was expecting. I can feel the audience recalibrating in real time. I start to sing. There's a bakery on the corner of 8th Street. That does one thing and one thing well. You'd walk right past the muffins and the baguettes. And the 17 other things they sell. Nobody came for the sourdough. Nobody came for the rye. Everyone came for the salt bread. Honey, I don't know why. Few people love from the front row, then more. The owner tried a croissant, tried a pretzel, tried a focaccia with rosemary on top. But the people only wanted what they always wanted. And they would not rest until they got the salt bread, the salt bread. Baby, just give us the salt bread. We don't care what else you're selling. We don't care what's on the shelf. Just give us the salt bread, darling. Or we'll lose our minds already. A brief thought surfaces. What will Cherry think of this song? Will she consider my response to her challenge ludicrous, insulting? It is really like, what is this so far? Was like the mimi country music. Will she catch the meaning underneath? Then one Tuesday in November, the bakery ran out. No more salt bread left to sell them. And the people, they lost their minds, no doubt. Someone threw an egg. Someone threw two. The owner stood there covered in yolk going, what did I do? I have got croissants, I have got pretzels, agate, focaccia, fresh today. But the people only wanted what they wanted, and they turned and walked away. By the time I hit the chorus again, everyone is laughing, having fun and singing along as if they have known the lyrics for years. The last note ends with the flourish. For a moment, just a moment, the room is quiet. Then the applause hits. It's loud and real, and it always catches me off guard when I care about it. People are still laughing while they clap. Someone near at the front is on their feet. I get like what the underlying meaning of the song is, but it's still kinda, I don't know. I don't know. Like surely there would have been like a different way to do this. Surely. I have like no idea like if there are like actual songs about like bisexual people. But surely there's a way to do it. But it's a little tricky, I guess. Like to do it without like too much like poly implications, but I guess that also works for Pride, so why not? Like you could do something like darling, I love you even though well, all the other people look kinda cute too, something like that. I stand there and let it wash over me. Somewhere in the seated section, I'm fairly certain I can hear someone going, wait, is this about? I bring the mic back up. Thank you. That one's called Salt Bread. I walk off stage still smiling. I don't know. I don't know, like... Well, I'm not a foreigner doing like really convoluted kind of things, I guess. But still, I don't know if this is the way to handle this case in particular. I wait in the staff area. The voting is live. Anyone with the festival wristband can submit a vote from their phone. The running totals are currently up on a large screen mounted near the entrance to the stadium, as well as a small monitor in the hospitality area. Voting will close in an hour and a half. The winner announced on the spot. Elsa's singing about salt bread was not on my bingo card for this year, LOL. I came here expecting a hot break ballad about Romy, and instead I got salt bread. I'm voting for Ella not because the song is good, it's it, LOL, but because it would be so funny to have a song about salt bread win. Sarah and Ella are like almost neck and neck. I'm sorry, but I think Ella will win though, because she literally did the most iconic performance ever. I don't know how iconic this was. I'm voting for that bread song, but salt bread isn't it just bread with salt on it? That's also something I'm wondering, like what is it in the end? Like, is it kind of like garlic bread? But instead of garlic it is salt. Surely not, surely that's not how it works. It would taste awful. Besides, doesn't like bread have salt a little bit anyway, normally? So in the end, what is salt bread? team approved the celebrate song deserves a raise. Whoever didn't approve it also deserves a raise. Or true, I guess. I grin. According to Jabber, no one is getting a raise. Want me to go buy more food? You just eat it all again. Don't be like that. Here, take your cake pop. How is that small thing a fair trade for my potato swirl? Well, if you're gonna starve, I'm gonna go buy some fried chicken. I'll meet you back here. Alright, meet me back here. Level lets the door swing shut behind him. I go back on my phone. I guess like what the song is trying to do, like, well, for one, like I don't care kind of thing. Like the argument is beyond me and I don't care. And also I guess like kind of like what is the point of the argument, and also kind of like, well, people wanted me to pretend I'm gay, so I'm just winging it. A minute later it swings open again, and Cherry is standing right there. She's still in her performance outfit, makeup glittering. She looks as disarmed to me as I am to see her, which lasts approximately 1 second before her expression settles into something harder. Neither of us says anything for a moment. Well, I don't think we need to confront her. Hey. Aside from Barbara's warning to not engage, Jerry and I might work together again. It's best to stay amicable. How is this pronounced either too? Amicable? No, probably not. That sounds wrong too. It's a mystery of English. Hey, yeah. We stare at each other. Before Jerry can respond, something grabs me from behind. Ella. Someone has clumped me from behind, nearly knocking the cake pop out of my hand. Wah! I spin around. Who is this? Who is this? I called out to you before. I thought you decided you were too famous for me. Viva. I didn't even see you. I got there just as you were leaving the States. Sure you did. I mean it. She grins, which means she believes me. She releases me and straightens her lanyard, still beaming. Vivi and I go way back. She also came up through open mics, but never got signed. From what I know, she never wanted to be. The Saltbread song was genuinely unhinged. I loved it. Haha, thanks. I turn back around, but Cherry's gone. I'm voting for you, by the way. Already did twice. You're only supposed to vote once. I had 2 wristbands. My boyfriend didn't show up. You have a boyfriend now? Though he's not really my boyfriend. What do young people call it nowadays? A situationship. No idea what that would be. Is that like a roommate or friends with benefits or what? You aren't old enough to not know that word. Come walk around the festival with me. I saw that they tried to cancel you on Chirper. We need to actually talk. I can't wander around out there. People will recognize me. Vivian pushes a black, oversized hoodie into my chest. Hood up, sun is on. You'll be fine. I'll walk on your left. Okay, but if someone recognizes me, then we walk faster, come on. As I walk through the festival with Vivian, I catch her up on everything that has happened. Oh, Jerry's a bitch. Vivi rips out a thread of rainbow-colored fairy floss and shoves it in her mouth. And yeah, I see it, her song today was totally about you. Aha. Why did you answer with a song about salt bread? I thought since you broke up with Romy, you'd write about yourself for once. Well, you see, the bakery is known for one thing. People come from everywhere for it. And then one day it turns out suddenly everyone acts like the whole place is a fraud. Vivi chews on her fairy floss. Oh. The bakery is you. The bakery is me. And the eggs are the eggs. Vivian starts laughing loud enough that a few people turn to look. That's either the craziest thing you have ever done or the smartest. Ayla, Levia, where's your fried chicken? That can wait. There's a post about you on Chirper. What, from Jerry? Not from Jerry, from your ex. Here, look. Romy, this is the first time Ayla has written something that's not about you in yours. What do you think of it? Great song, very funny. Same, it's about the man she kissed. He works at the cafe that sells salt bread. Disappointing choice for pride. Whatever. That's not what the song is about. It kinda is though. He says it loud enough. Passing festival goer glances over. Bip snarls at them to move along. Romy was here. She probably watched it online. It was being live streamed. Doesn't know what the song is about. Doesn't matter what she knows. It matters what everyone else thinks she knows. He pulls up a second screen. The sing-up feed is moving at breakneck speed. With Romy commented to Romy. Okay, so if Romy is saying the salt bread song is about the guy Ayla kissed, that changes things a bit. Writing a song about a man at Pride is kind of a choice. I was literally just voting for you and now I don't know what to think. Can everyone calm down? Romy cheated on Ayla. Why are we trusting her read on anything? Right, I know, right? Why is Romy's word suddenly gospel? Doesn't change the fact that she wrote a song about a man at Pride. Another male-centered queer celeb. But that's kinda mean too. But pretty so like wow. You could have just came out as bi and this wouldn't have happened. It's more about the exclusivity when you're a lesbian, I guess. But otherwise you're kinda bi. If you're bi, it's fine, right? Wow. Romy would know what the song is about. She knows Ella better than any of us. Not really. The votes are going to shift now, aren't they? Just post something. She can't get away with this. Tell them she's wrong. I can't. Telling them what the metaphor meant would mean. Coming out as bi. Why not do it? Why not do it? So she just does nothing. I hate to say it, but it won't be a good look for fighting with your ex publicly on social media. I kind of want to try it though. I want to see what happens, but it could just be the bad end in the end, because that's how this game is constructed, I guess. If you come out as bi, you can't date women, right? That's how this game works. But let's see it anyway. We'll have to probably rewind a ton, though, like there's the jump to the end of common route at least. I guess like one option is also to call it a D here, who knows? Depends on how long this takes. Romy knows exactly what she did. She cheated, she left, and she's still here capable of pulling the floor out from under me with a single chirper post from what is probably a very nice hotel somewhere, probably with Kim. Levy's still talking about I have stopped listening. I pull out my own phone and tap on the chirper app. Do it. She doesn't get the just. What is probably the bad end though? I know. Ella, what are you doing? As I type, I think of Romy typing the post in Kim's arms, then putting her phone back in her pocket and ordering room service. Come on, we have to go. I hit the post. For the record, the song is about being known for one thing and punished when you're anything else. It's not about a man or a bakery. If anyone would know what my songs mean, it's not someone who cheated on me, thanks. Like, it's not exactly like super problematic, I think, but still, the way this game works probably means that it is the bad end. Yes, finally. Ella, what did you post? He snatches the phone from my hand and reads it, his face falls. I'm deleting this. No. I snatch it back. I'm sick of just letting Romy walk over me. Do you understand what you have just done? This isn't just unprofessional. This could be a defamation claim, Ella. Like how exactly? Found you guys. You need to get back to the stadium. Votes close in 30 minutes. Other performers are already lined up on the stage. When I get there, I find my spot and face the crowd. The stadium is fuller now than it was during the performances. People who were still outside have filtered in for the results. The chairs are entirely taken and those without seats have gathered along the sides. We are in the final 5 minutes of voting, everyone. If you have got a wristband and you haven't voted yet, now is the time. The window closes at the buzzer and not a second later. The gap between my vote and Jerry's is wider than before. Whatever the post cost me, it didn't cost me this. People are voting out of morbid fascination as much as anything else. Rumors of Romy cheating have been circulating for months, and I have just confirmed it. It's rare for a celebrity to do it so publicly. By the time the buzzer sounds, I have won. Ladies and gentlemen, your singer winner Elsa's. The crowd roars. I stand under the spotlight with the sash across my shoulder and ride the high. Jerry is three performers to my left. She's clapping with the rest of them, expressing neutral, eyes not quite reaching me. I won. Or is that the bad end finally? Barbara doesn't make me wait. She's already standing when I'm shown into the meeting room. The brand strategist and communications guy aren't here today. Congratulations on the win. She says it the way you'd say sorry for your loss. Thank you. Sit down, Ella. I sit. I'm going to be direct. We went off script at the festival without clearing it with us first. The Saltbread song was unconventional, but it worked, and we were prepared to build on it. She set her tablet face down on the table. Then you publicly went after your ex-girlfriend. During the vote at the Pride Festival, the levy explicitly told you not to. She was undermining my song. She deliberately. I know what she was doing. She says it with her voice level. I also know that every journalist covering today has a screenshot of your post, and that tomorrow's headline isn't going to be about the win or the Saltbread or poinsettia. You keep choosing the most reckless option available to you, against professional advice, and then expecting us to manage the fallout. First it was going off script, now this. I guess it is bad in time then. So Leila, but notable talent will not be renewing your contract. RIP. Air conditioning hums because of one post. At a certain point, the financial and legal exposure created by your decisions outweighs the benefit of notable talent continuing its relationship with you. Like surely you would find some other agency. If you want to appeal this decision formally, have a conversation with David. He's here next week. Or do we just like roll back at this point? I don't think there's like much else to see here. Hope we can go back enough. I guess it is hard to skip that part. Give me a second. I'll fish up my other keyboard. What is the back key anyway? But there's no hope screen either. Like not being able to save is kind of annoying. I think it would be like backspace or something. Although I guess we are going to main menu and then jumping back and then doing gymnastics to get back. skip the common route. Then we do this. Skip, skip, skip. I don't think we need to confront her. Alright then. I didn't think about the the cheating aspect of the post anyway. That's not a good idea. But otherwise it's not a bad idea, I guess. Wow. I promised myself I'll get back at Romy, just not now. We are still ahead of Jerry for now. We need to get back to the stadium. Voting closes in 30 minutes. Right, let's go. Yeah, I'm kinda iffy like the fact that if you can't like at any point come out of a spy, like what is like the what is the worth of the story at that point? Like, is there like anything to learn even then? And that's concerning me. The other performers are already lined up on the stage. When I get there, I find my spot and face the crowd. This is the same, I guess. Can probably, my number is the only one on the monitor ticking downward. The gap between my vote and Jerry's is now less than 30. I keep smiling, that's the job. I glance down the line. Jerry's 3 performers to my left, spacing front, shoulders back. The picture of composure. But her eyes keep sliding to the monitor, same way mine do. Quick and involuntary, she can't help it either. She's watching the gap close. I watch her watch it. 2 minutes everyone, 2 minutes. Like in the end, like it's kind of probably like a good feel to lose this in a way. Like you will get like this sympathy for being sabotaged by your ex, right? The numbers are moving faster now. Mine is still ahead, but the margin is thin enough that the tide can turn at any second. Vivian at the other end of the line. They know she's not going to win, so they placed her at the edge. I can't find her face from here. I think about the song Kissing Jay, the eggs. I think about Romy typing that post knowing full well what she was dismantling. I think about Jerry's song. The way her gaze landed on me in the third row, the lyric she was singing. Show me who you really are. The gap flickers. 10 votes, then Jerry pulls ahead by 2, then I'm back by 5. I want to win, I'm aware of how much I want to win, I'm aware that's not about the competition. Ahead by 2, Jerry pulls ahead by 3, I'm ahead by 1. Final minute. If you haven't voted, this is your last chance. I want to win because the song is the closest I can get coming out while still having enough plausible deniability to protect everyone. Yeah, but realistically speaking, I don't think there would be a problem. Like feel like some people will have issue, but most people wouldn't, and that's enough. The crowd noise rises. Someone near the front is chanting Jerry's name. Someone else shouts mine. Two sounds blur together into something shapeless and loud. The gap is 5 volts. 3, 1. Buzzer sounds. The monitor freezes on the final count. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been doing this for 11 years. I have never... The MC lost, generally caught off guard. It's a tie. We have an absolute tie. A look at the screen. Jerry 44%, Ayla 44%, others 12%. A tie. The crowd erupts. Half laughter, half disbelief. All noise. My mouth is making some sort of noise too. I look at Jerry. He's staring at the monitor, her expression does something complicated and private, moving through her too fast to pin down. Triumph, relief. She's probably prepared for winning and losing, and the one thing she hadn't prepared for was this. Then she feels me looking. Her eyes meet across the lineup. Somewhere in the crowd, someone whoops. A few people laugh. Someone near the front shouts kiss and makeup, earning a wave of laughter and noise from the people around them. Jerry looks away first. Well, in the interest of fairness, and because the rules didn't account for this, we are going to call it a shared victory tonight. More cheering. An assistant appears from the wings with the second sash, slightly flustered, and drapes it across my shoulder. Jerry is already wearing hers. For a moment, we are both just standing there, just under the same spotlight. Now, Jerry, you challenged Ayla to this stage. Ayla showed up, and you both gave us the closest result in this festival's history. Jerry, is there anything you'd like to say to the crowd? The crowd settles into an unexpected quiet as she takes the mic. Jerry is she's going to say something about me. Okay, Jerry needs a second. The crowd chuckles affectionately. Thank you so much, Jerry, so did not expect this. Jerry wants to say this festival means everything to her. Like everything. Jerry has been coming to Pride since she was 16. And standing up here, doing this, being exactly who she is. She stops, takes a breath. She is really, really grateful. Crowd rewards her with warm applause. Is there anything you would like to say to your fellow competitors? The crowd goes quiet enough that I can hear my own heartbeat. Jerry turns and our eyes meet again. Jerry smiles, flattens, then she brings the mic up. It shouldn't have been a tie. I think she means it kindly. The MC takes it as a provocation. Oh, did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Now that's what I call a rivalry for the ages. Now, Ayla, that was quite the unexpected choice today. The Saltbread song, we loved it, but what was going through your head? But this is probably good for like Jerry at least. Like she funded authenticity. The song wasn't approved by my agency. I was supposed to sing another love song. The crowd murmurs surprise. I said this before I sang, but I wanted to do something different. I'm happy it resonated with you all. Did you hear that, folks? What an icon. What a night. What a result. Thank you to every single performer who got up on this stage tonight. It takes guts, and you all delivered. Give them one more round of applause. The crowd obliged, clapping and smiling. And on that note, happy Pride everyone. We'll see you next year. The lineup disperses. I follow the other performers toward the wings, one step at a time. Smile still where it's supposed to be. The stage lights warm the back of my neck as I walk away from them. Notable will want to debrief later. Sing-off was incredible this year, a tie. Jerry and Ayla both wearing the sash at the same time, monkeys hiding face. Can we talk about how good both performances were? Jerry was stunning and Ayla's celebrate song is going to live in my head rent-free for months. The way the whole stadium just erupted when they announced the tie. I thought the roof was going to come off. Jerry saying it shouldn't have been a tie, absolute cinema. I'm sorry about Ayla singing a song about the bakery at the Pride Festival and tying with Jerry Rose is the most chaotic thing that has happened this year, and I am so grateful. But the second most chaotic, I guess. Oh, that's not. Ayla sang a song about the man at Pride. We are not doing this again. She sang about bread, let it go. Can everyone who is still mad about the celebrate song at Sing Off, please log off and touch grass? Did anyone else see the way Ayla looked at Jerry when the tie was announced? That was not the look you give someone you're not into. I'm just saying. Right, this barista thing was obviously compet because that is lesbian pinning if I have ever seen it, and Jerry looked away first, which means she felt it. Cheryl. I tap on the hashtag. Photos from Singer fill the screen. There are screenshots at the moment the tie was announced. Someone made a compilation of every time I looked at Jerry on stage, said their song I don't recognize. I wonder how this works, is at the very least when you're together with Jerry, surely it's safe to announce that you're bi because then you're with the girl, so there's very little room to complain, right? But to be frank, I'm sure it should be fine even at this point. During Pride, surely. But I'm not an expert on biphobia, but at least that's based on people I know, how they would react. And even I wouldn't be upset. If somebody I thought, what is the funny part? There's a lot of this shipping culture online anyway. People will be shipping people who are most likely straight anyway together, and then it turns out that that wasn't the thing, and people mostly shrug that off anyway. So what is different here? Why should it be different? You're doing silly ships normally. So I don't get it. But my logic says that it shouldn't be problematic to come off as bi. what do I know in the end, I guess? Like it is like a pretty different matter after all. Like I guess like if you're like an idol and you come out as gay, like well, the male audience will be upset, I guess, but well, even then, I don't think it matters that much. I feel like maybe the record label would be upset. Like that happened like, but wasn't it in the 90s or like early 2000s when like Ellen DeGeneres came out and like got booted from the talk show? But then like she was able to restart the show anyway. Like back then, like yeah, I guess. But like even like back then, like I don't know. Like if you were already out as somebody who liked women and then you came out as bi, like it shouldn't have been even back then like as big of a deal. Like in the end it's kinda same like from the point of view of like how normies how perceive it, I guess. Oh wow. Hydration time. Wow. I'm familiar with being shipped with Romy, but that was different because we were official. I've never been shipped with someone I wasn't dating at all. That's probably how it is. Like there was like this shipping culture like in the VTuber circles too. Like the bigger VTubers were shipped and then I guess it got uncomfortable at some point for them. Something like that. And I can see it, I guess. Well, when you're a small fish, like it doesn't really matter. Like there will be like one person shipping you. Something like that. But there would be room to ship me, I guess, because I am single. But well, I don't do long distance dating or online kind of thing, so pretty unlikely that the ship will work in practice. Would have to be somebody from the same town because I'm too poor to even travel anywhere. But I could take it as like a funny little thing and like not be upset about it, I guess. But I wonder like how the bigger celebrities feel about it. Like well, it kind of depends too. Like there have been like cases where like somebody in real life has been like kind of shipping me, and that was like kind of upsetting. Also well, because of gender things wasn't the right gender the ship, so that's annoying for sure. I'm not sure how I feel about it, especially as the same people are obviously reinforcing the lesbian label. Enemies to lovers pipeline is real. No straight girl looks at another girl the way Ayla was looking at Jerry on that stage tonight. I don't make the rules. Jerry Ayla is my new OTP. It shouldn't have been a tie, she said to her face on a stage. Cherry Rose is down bad and she doesn't even know it yet. I think like what she probably meant is that like well, like Ayla got hindered by the ex-drama. I guess like after this, like you could post this on social media something like thank you for like having faith in me despite the ex-drama. The way Cherry went from a Cherry feels so sad. You were such an inspiration at writing a whole diss track about her. And whatever that was tonight, Cherry Rose, you are not subtle. I don't even like either of them that much, but Cherry Ayla has me in a chokehold. What is happening to me? Mutual pining, but one of them thinks she hates the other one. The other one doesn't know what she thinks yet. Lesbians, we are so fed. The Cherry Ayla people are reaching so hard. Ayla literally just got out of a 5-year relationship. All that song was about the man, you're all delusional. Like, isn't that like super contradictory? Like you were 5 years with a woman and then like suddenly you're supposed to be straight. Like how does the logic work? Like you are the like delusional one. Well, this is the ex-lover, I guess, ex-fan person. With respect, the song was about the bakery, and also, have you seen the gift sets from tonight? Because yeah, this is weirding me out. Cherry hates me. I don't think she hates you. It's probably more complicated than that. Surely Cherry has something to say about this. I checked Cherry's account. She's posted once since the festival. So thank you to her fans. Nothing about the tie, nothing about me, no mention of Cherry Ayla at all. Like there's me who is like how much you can you like lean on this kind of thing when you're a celebrity? If you're kind of like okay with the relationship, like could you just like post like I wouldn't mind Cherry Ayla being real kind of thing? But I guess it makes the relationship tough in reality, because there will be I don't know, nosy people and stuff. Like I guess like that's the main concern. Like you can definitely like leverage it for getting visibility, I guess. That much is sure at least. But making it work after that might be tough. I don't know if that means she hasn't seen it or if she has and is choosing to say nothing. Knowing Cherry, probably the later. But she liked controversy, I guess. It's bugging me that the window is not aligned for some reason. Either way, I still haven't posted anything. Lewis going to text me about it if I don't. I should say something and try to be authentic without stepping on any toes. Okay, there's a lot of options actually. Thank you to everyone who came out to sing off and to everyone watching from home. Support means the world. So grateful to be back on stage and to be part of such a special community. More to come soon. I was not expecting that result from Sing Up, but I'm so grateful for it. You lot are genuinely unhinged for voting this hard for a song about bread, and I mean that as the highest possible compliment. See you all next year. But this is a good one because this will like also like dispel the hate, I guess. Her cherry rose thinks it shouldn't have been a tie. Guess you'll have to stream. Points at the official to settle the debate. I see you, Cherryla. Fun fact, salt bread, siapan, is a Japanese bread roll made with butter and sea salt. It originated in Ehime Prefecture in the 80s and became a national obsession in the 2010s. It should be slightly crispy on the bottom, soft inside, and sweet. Okay, so it is just butter and salt then. So it is kind of garlic bread, I guess. I don't know, why don't we go with this? We don't care about the stinky agency's opinions. Was it a good idea to draw attention to Cherryla without knowing what Cherry thinks about it? Yeah, like that is a little bit of a concern, I guess, but I want to see how it works, even if it is a bad idea. Probably. But I guess it's also like a way to say like, well, I wouldn't mind it, I guess. How to debrief with Notable tomorrow at the office. Romy's job. Put fan-based sentiment back in the red. But hopefully this dispelled some of the crisis things. Crisis isn't over yet. Alright, let's see. A little bit more still. Congratulations on the result of Sing-Off. A third first place is still a first place. The brand strategist takes a sip of his coffee. It's just him and the comms director today. No crisis, no bother. Okay, I guess their jobs work then. Thank you. It was a strong performance. The response to the Salt Bread song has been largely positive. It's still trending this morning. He opens his laptop. That said, going off script without clearing it with us first put us in a difficult position. We had prepared materials around a different song entirely. Please don't do that again. I would kind of want to do this, but like, though it's a little mean-spirited. Probably like for the songs, like it's probably better to not go too weird with them. So, well, let's see what they say. Well, the Salt Bread song worked, didn't it? This time. Might I remind you, it also provoked Romy to make a post about you. If you didn't win Sing-Off, the sentiment drop would have been a lot worse. Moving on, a few housekeeping items before we get to the main reason we called you in. I guess it didn't matter in the end. He pulls up the document. The Poinsettia soundtrack has been cleared for all major streaming platforms ahead of the film's release. Your opening track is performing above projections for a pre-release single. We'd like you to do a short press run, 2 or 3 outlets, nothing demanding. That's fine. We'd also like to schedule a Chopper Q&A in the next fortnight. Something low stakes, fun facing. It helps consolidate the goodwill from yesterday. Sure. Good. He scrolls to the next item. There's also the matter of The audience responds to your appearance alongside Jero's race yesterday. Is he going to mention the shipping? There's been a notable uptick in fan engagement centered around the two of you as a pairing. The audience finds rivalry with some tension behind it compelling. Right. We think there's an opportunity to lean into that angle over the coming weeks. Nothing manufactured, just not discouraging it. We already encouraged it with the jobs, I guess. I raise an eyebrow, which brings us to the main item. He turns the laptop to face me. On the screen is an email from Sophia, subject Poinsettia Event Proposal. Poinsettia has been selected for a regional indie film festival. It's a significant development for an independent production of this size. The distributor wants to capitalize on the momentum with a special screening followed by an after party. They want both you and Jerry present as the faces of the soundtrack. Sophia has also requested you and Jerry perform the opening theme duet live at the screening. I didn't expect that. I'm going to be performing with Jerry. Look, it's one thing to compete with Jerry. Jerry hates me. She probably hates me even more now that I have stolen a competition she thinks she should have won. Jerry has a contract obligation. We trust she'll be professional enough to honor it. Meaning I have to honor mine too. We'll arrange rehearsal sessions with Jerry ahead of the screening. Dates to be confirmed once her management gets back to us. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. Alright, I'll wait to hear the dates from you. I pick up my bag and let myself out. It is getting a little long again. It's kind of shame that this game doesn't let you see how many lines there are left. Though I guess it's a little difficult anyway because 2 routes. I guess we'll play a little bit more so that we at least get to see Jerry, what is up there. Confirmation doesn't come on Monday. It doesn't come on Tuesday either, or Wednesday, or at any point during Thursday that I spent mostly practicing guitar or keyboard. Jerry herself has gone unusually quiet on Chirper. 1 post in 7 days, a photo of her new acrylic nails, no caption. I clock it as a scheduled post. I looked at her hands long enough during sing-off to recognize the set. Her fans are delighted by it regardless, because her fans are like that. The Jerry posts, however, have not gone quiet. Okay, I have been checking both their accounts every day, and Ayla has posted twice, and Jerry posted a photo of her nails, and I think they have eloped. Silence from Jerry is so loud. She is clearly going through something, and that something has blue streaks in her hair. Jerry went from posting 4 times a day to radio silence directly after the sing-off. Ayla has also been suspiciously low-key. Jerry Ayla canon. It must be so humiliating to challenge someone to duel and then not even win LOL. Cherry Rose expected to cook and got cooked. The way I refresh both the accounts every morning like I'm checking the weather, this has become a lifestyle. The Cherry Ella posts are the only thing keeping me alive right now. Someone wake them TF up. Cherry is probably avoiding the Cherry Ella posts, or she is still upset about the tie. Probably a mixture of both. On Friday, Levi texts. Rehearsal date is penciled for next Thursday, 2 p.m. Notable has booked a studio space. Fair warning, Cherry's management still hasn't formally confirmed. So, is it booked or isn't or not? Not sure what's going on their end. Should be a find out. Okay, we are obviously in weird territory, even Cherry's management has gone quiet. No matter where Cherry was working or traveling, it had never stopped her from posting before. Yeah, but this is like the Team Cherry kinda. Also like these cherries are kinda fitting the Team Cherry kind of publicity, where you go quiet and people will go nuts. Scroll to my contacts. Levi gave me Cherry's number back in Vermont in case I wanted to hang out after filming. It's still sitting in my work phone contacts under Cherry Rose poinsettia. I thought I'd never use it. Well, text it I guess at this point. I tell myself this is for the sake of Sophia's event and not my own curiosity. I type, Cherry, are you coming to rehearsal next Thursday? Sent. This is probably the most pointless text I have ever sent. Knowing Cherry, she's either swamped or she's decided to be difficult about this on principle. I have a heart attack when I see the 3 dots typing. No. I was more surprised that she replied than the fact she's not coming. 3 dots are still moving. Thursday wouldn't work for me. Okay, so it's not actually a total no then. Will Monday work instead? Cherry can organize something. Ha! I type back. Sure. Okay, she's not upset. Well, that's kind of what I thought anyway. The next morning, I have a new email. Studio booking confirmation Monday. Please find below the details, blah blah blah. Or you get free water, awesome. Okay, nothing important I guess. It's a private studio booking confirmation booked by Cherry. I snack on Cherry's personal email in the carbon copy. No ideas there I guess. For whatever reason, Cherry's agency didn't organize this. Cherry did it herself. I wonder how many people in the world have Cherry's personal email. Because she did organize something. I didn't know she had it in her. In a way, it tracks between her flighty energy and the way she speaks. It's easy to forget everything she has is the result of consistent strategic self-promotion. Which leads me to question why didn't she just let her agency organize it? Does her agency even know this is happening? I need to stop letting Cherry take up so much of my headspace. Well, it's not like it's a bad thing. I flicked the mail to Levi, who didn't hear the news and he's just as surprised as I am. I'll see you on Monday, Jerry. Okay, it's Monday time. It is, I guess. You're late. There she is, sipping an energy drink through a straw and completely overdressed for singing practice. Her nails have been redone since the photos she posted. They have sequins and bows on them now. Her makeup is heavier than usual too. I do full face makeup myself and cut my bangs almost daily to get them straight. But I wonder how long it takes Cherry to do her hair. Yeah, I wonder too, like this kind of drills. Can you even do this in reality? Like these, sure, like these are doable, like the drills. You don't seem like the type who would be early. What did you say? You were late to Poinsettia. Was Cherry late? Cherry was in a different country. For some reason, calling her out seems to net a more positive reaction from her than being cordial. By the way, you were even more late the second day. Never mind. Anyway, thanks for booking this. Even though the previous day it's not happening, we're probably your fault. She turns, jangling the key fob. I follow her down the corridor toward the stairwell. Our room had to be the one all the way on level 3, didn't it? Cherry walks ahead of me. She's moving quickly or trying to. The heels she's wearing aren't made for stairwells, and the rhythm of her steps are uneven as she compensates. Dot. Oh, surely this is the way to go. Where are you visiting your family? Jerry's family lives here, not Singapore. Who did you go with? Does Jerry have a girlfriend? I doubt it because he's never posted about one, but no, Jerry went alone. To reach the second floor landing, takes the next flight faster than the first. You went traveling by yourself. Aren't you only 20? Are you here to talk? Well, why not? I catch up to her on the third floor landing. Look, if we are going to be working together, we need to be able to talk to each other. I know I shattered your image of me by going on a date or whatever, but I apologized. Publicly, mind you. So can we at least be cordial? This is the room. She swipes the key fob and the door clicks open. Like she knows that the deed was real, but I don't know like what she thinks about bi people. Probably not super happy based on the attitude. I say this is going to be a long rehearsal. Okay, I guess we made it to the end of the demo just in time. It's coming out in October. The rest of the game. Well, like in the end, like it's still like I'm a little upset by the fact that you can't come out as bi, but maybe there's still a way. But like beyond that, like it's taking an interesting turn again. So I don't like want to entirely throw it just because you can't come out as bi, but it would have been nice. It'd still be nice if you can do it later. like Jerry doesn't know it, right? Like we did make the choice. Surely there's a way to make her think that we are fine. I am still curious, like how it will work, but I don't know. It would be nice to see like what the developer thinks, like what would happen if you date her and try to come out as bi anyway. Like surely there should be a way to make it work, like otherwise, like I don't know, like a pretty like gloomy take on being bi from I would assume the developer is bi too. Like I did see like some like posts about biphobia and such. Like I had to like this was like one of the games that I was like looking at when we were like reviewing games for the bundle. Like nothing like too big, just like check that there's nothing problematic in the game basically. And like check the social media too, that the like developer isn't Jax, but I think the developer is a nice person. It would be a little bit a gloomy take, like if the take is that you can't be out as bi if you date a woman. I wouldn't want that. Oh well. Either way, it was fun and it is interesting. And like being like controversial and upsetting, like it can be like a way to do things too. Like you can do that and you can make it an interesting game, but I don't know. I would like the message to be a little happier about being bi, ultimately. But oh well, too much blabbing about the same thing over and over. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, I think we'll finish this when the rest is out. Like the quality of the writing is still great and but nothing to complain about other than my pet peeves, I guess. Anyway, still I'll be streaming something tomorrow too, and then Monday will be my birthday, so let's do a birthday stream. Like that's the plan, like 4 days in a row somehow is the plan. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I'll move a little bit. Like this, I guess. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow or whenever it fits you, I guess. Thank you. Bye bye.